Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, this is Shiny Man of Collectibles. My name is Matthew. I'm greeted by my wonderful fiance Summer right here on the camera. We are in our game room right here doing a mock setup, getting ready for our very first card show as a vendor. And we got everything laid out right here. I'm going to go over with you guys here in just a minute. The card show is happening tomorrow morning between 9 a.m. and 3:30 p.m. at the Sand Mountain Sports Card and Collectibles Show in Albertville, Alabama. So if you guys are wanting to check that out, if you're more local to the area, we're going to be up there selling some cardboard and plushies and all kinds of good stuff. So be sure to stop by my booth at Shiny Man of Collectibles. Look for the big purple sign right here. We're buying, selling, we're trading, and we're just looking to really make a move into getting into some card shows because we've been selling online for a few years now, and we're just really wanting to take the next step into expanding our collecting and business journey. So let's go over what we got on the table right here first. So we got the nice sign right here with all of the platforms that we're on. This is my eBay store, YouTube channel, Instagram account, and my Google page because I do have a booth at the local vendors mall in town. You can definitely check that out. And on all these platforms right here, we have a lot of stuff going on. We're trying to, like I said, expand the business. So that's what we're here to do. The inventory we're bringing to the card show, everything in one display case, and I put all my best stuff in here. So if you take a look really close, if Summer can kind of scoot in just a little bit to get a close look, I have a whole lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! I know it's a little more of a niche thing, but apparently a lot of people have been asking about Yu-Gi-Oh! Lately, and I'm really hoping that it kind of makes a resurgence next year or this year now. With these full art cards they're doing, I really hope it becomes nice and popular again. I love Yu-Gi-Oh! I've been collecting Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards since I was a kid, so you know it all came natural to me, but I got a lot of the fan favorite classics right here in the case. So all the Yu-Gi-Oh! Together right here. We have some pretty high-end stuff down here in the corner. These are like faded misprints. A lot of these from Metal Raiders. The Karibo is a nice, he's a very spendy guy right here at $200. It's a faded Metal Raiders first edition Karibo. Kind of a grail I had on my PC for a while, but just wanted to see if I can get anybody interested in making some offers on it, and we'll see where it goes. Everything else is kind of, you know, I don't want to say disorganized, but it's kind of random as to what you can find right here. But it's a lot of fan favorite stuff. You know, we got, you know, Karibos, Thousand Dragons. We got Elemental Heroes in here. I'm big on Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. So Dark Magician Girl, obviously a fan favorite as well. We got Paladin, Blue Eyes White Dragon. Just a lot of the really popular stuff that you think about when you think of Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards. So that's what we're selling up there. Not the only thing, but that's a big part of my inventory is Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards. If you look right up here at the top right here, we've got more modern Pokemon cards. These specifically, these right here are hits that me and Summer got a couple days ago. We really got lucky on opening some sealed product, and we got some pretty decent hits, including this Mega Kangaskhan EX from ME1. And this Mega Lopunny from Phantasmal Flames. I believe Phantasmal Flames, right? I think it was Phantasmal Flames. Yeah. And the Meowth. Those are my favorite modern cards. This Meowth right here. I love that card so much. And we got some, you know, a little bit of mid-era stuff. Mostly these two Slow Kings are mid-era. Really good for a Slow King collector. I was collecting Slow Kings, but I've moved into a different collection goal. So these are coming out of the PC, going into the display case to try and sell at the card show. We got vintage Pokemon, not too much on the vintage front because I did sell a few cards over the past couple of days that I did plan on selling at the card show, but they already sold on my eBay account. So had to pull them, and this is what I got stocking as far as vintage. Mostly base set 2 holos. In fact, that's all this is base set 2 holos. But we do have 8 vintage Japanese cards that I am stocking at the card show. So we got Misty's Gyarados, Dark Gyarados. This is one of my favorite artworks ever. I love this Dark Gyarados. I actually had the English pre-release version in my own personal collection. But this artwork is really nice. I love the artwork in the Team Rocket set altogether. I think it's one of my favorite ever. We got Dark Blastoise. That's the big man himself. We got the Erica's Dragonair. Really popular artwork. This one's got some play to it, but maybe somebody will still want it because the artwork is just pretty iconic for that Gym, I believe it's in the Gym Heroes or Gym Challenge set. I know in Japanese it's called Leaders Stadium, but I think it was in Gym Heroes set. We got the Dark Machamp. This is a near mint Dark Machamp in Japanese. It's as clean as you can get on a vintage Japanese card. I was really happy when I saw that condition. I think it's just really, really crispy clean. We got the Dark Dugtrio, Dark Alakazam, and Lieutenant Surge's Fiero. Just sold one of these today on eBay for $12 in the same exact condition. So really hoping it moves at the card show. We got a little bit of Pokemon here. We got a ton of Yu-Gi-Oh! I really hope the Yu-Gi-Oh! Gets some decent traffic going on. We're going to definitely see how we do. You move over here. We got the area. This is where we're going to be comping cards to buy, sell, and trade. We're going to have this nice little space dedicated for that. And we got 2 binders right here. I don't really have too much in these binders just yet because I'm just getting started at the card shows, but I'll give you guys a peek. This right here is the Yu-Gi-Oh! Binder in the blue. Again, I have a lot of just fan favorite cards in here. Lower end stuff. Maybe some more binder copy level quality as far as like condition goes. But still some absolute bangers in here. You got Blackluster Soldiers, Dark Magicians, Harpy's Feather Duster, you know, Karibos in here. So not too bad on the Yu-Gi-Oh! Front with the binder. We're going to see if we can sell a few binder cards out of there. If I can just get this thing back on. And the purple binder right here, we do have a few lower end Pokemon cards. Again, not too much in here, but we do got some more like modern and even some more vintagey kind of stuff, like this little Scyther from Fire Red Leaf Green. Really cool card. Not the holo version, but still really cool. We got some hits from the more modern sets, as well as a good mix of some mid-era Pokemon cards as well. Just some stuff to just pull out of the binder if you're looking to master a set and you don't have that really obscure EX card yet. Maybe I got it right here in the binder for you. So be sure to come check out the binders and as well as the cards in the case right here. Aside from that, sorry if you'll step around here real quick. Like I said, I wanted to be really prepared for the card show, so we got this nice tablecloth right in check with my brand and colors. Everything really matches. I'm really happy about it. I even ordered this stress mat because I'm going to be standing pretty much the whole time. I'm not really a big fan of going to a vendor's booth and people just sitting down and not really talking to the customers. I want to be standing the whole time. So I got this stress mat, make sure my feet don't get tired. We got this nice, really nice retractable banner with the Shiny Mana Collectibles right here with the logo from my eBay store. Buy, sell, trade in the Pokemon font. I was really happy with how that turned out, as well as all the platforms that I do sell and engage with my audience on. So don't forget, you can check out this right here to check out those platforms. And on the shelf right here, this is the last thing we have right here is the shelf. I am selling some PSA magazines. I have no idea if these are going to sell or not, but I do know there are sold comps on eBay for pretty much every one of these. So I know they do sell. I just don't know if they'll sell at this card show. But we got 3 Pokemon on display right here. I got another stack down here with some more. If these do sell, I'll go ahead and show you guys these real quick. We got the Mewtwo. We got, I'll be honest, I don't really know. I think this girl's name is B from One Piece. I'm not really big on One Piece, so I got the magazine, but it's waifu. People love the waifu anime girls, so maybe it sells, maybe it doesn't. But we got Magikarp. We got another One Piece magazine. We got Aang from Avatar: The Last Airbender. We got Anna from Frozen. That's her name? Yeah, Anna. Anna from Frozen. Garbage Pail Kids. We got Donatello from TMNT. This is Street Fighter, and we have, I believe this is V Friends, Gary Vaynerchuk's collectible card game. Don't know if anybody's going to want that, but I got the magazine, so we're going to see if we can sell these 3 first and then change it to some of these. Probably more of the Pokemon-oriented ones. That's just kind of where the business is at, but I know One Piece is really popping, so maybe the One Piece ones will sell as well. But we got Rayquaza here. This is the January 2025 magazine. Pretty crazy that this is a year old now. I got this a year ago. It doesn't feel like it's that old, but this is the Rayquaza PSA magazine from January 2025. We got PSA magazine 2024 November. This is the Lugia edition. This one was really, really cool, but this was the first one I got. And if you're not familiar with this, you actually get these magazines from PSA if you're a Collectors Club member. They send this magazine to you complimentary once a month. And sometimes it's Pokemon, sometimes it's something else, but a lot of these are Pokemon because as we all know, the Pokemon market was just on fire for the past year. So PSA was looking to represent the top dog by putting some Pokemon on here. This is the really special one, though. This is a rare variant cover with Mega Charizard X. You can only get Mega Charizard X and Mega Gengar. And it was on special, rare, limited edition prints. I just so happened to get one. I felt very fortunate for that. This one on eBay sells for right now between $30 and $35. When it first came out in November, it was selling like for $100 or so, but it's obviously gone down since then. I think this has some long-term potential just because everybody loves Mega Charizard X. Obviously, that card is the biggest card in Phantasmal Flames, so I believe this has some potential, but we'll see. I'm looking to sell all the magazines for like $10 a piece, with the Charizard one maybe taking an offer of like 20, 30, 35, something like that. We'll see if anybody is interested in buying those, but they're a really cool display piece if nothing else, so we're going to see what we can do with them. Past that, we do have a shelf stocked full of Pokemon plushies. I'm a big plushie guy, especially Pokemon plushies. I have a whole corner dedicated to Pokemon stuff right here in the game room. We got the big man Blastoise himself. We got Charizard, Venusaur. We got this lovely Pikachu plushie, as well as this Togetic, which is kind of a random pull. But, you know, if it doesn't sell, I'll be happy to keep it for myself in my own collection. I'm a big Gen 2 guy, so Togetic is really nice to me. I'm really big on Gen 2. It's actually the music playing in the background right now, if you can hear it. I love Gen 2. Probably my favorite generation. Hot take, I know these days. People clown on Johto for some reason. I don't know why. But Togetic, we got down here. We got some more plushies. Dragonite, Squishmallow. We got Appa. We got Aang from Avatar: The Last Airbender, as well as this really cool Umbreon toy. We all know that Umbreon is just really, really hot. Really fan favorite, up there with like Charizard and stuff like that. So we're going to see if we can sell any of that. This is pretty much all the inventory I do have and the whole setup. So this is our first card show, and I wanted to be as prepared as I could possibly be. So I really wanted to do it right the first time and get all the supplies and spend the extra money and make sure I'm really presenting the business in an appropriate way. So if you are local and you want to come by and check out the inventory we have for sale and support the business, or if you want to check me out on eBay or Instagram or YouTube and support that way, please feel free to do so, and I do appreciate you if you do stick around and support the channel. That being said, I'm making a follow-up video in a couple days, let you know how the card show goes. Maybe it's a massive flop, but we're going to hope we have some success and sell something. A couple of things to at least make the table rent and maybe make a little money on top of that, because we put a lot of money and time into this setup. And if you're interested, I am booked for a couple more card shows so far in a month or two. So I'm looking to do at least one a month this year. And we're going to try to see if we can make it just a slam dunk year for the business. If you guys didn't check out my previous video on how I did in 2025, profit-wise, gross sales-wise, be sure to check that out. It's the very last video on the channel right here. And with that being said, that's pretty much all I got, guys. I'll be back with a follow-up video on the card show in a couple days. And that's about all I got. Say bye, Summer. And we'll see you guys later. Peace.